Well, welcome to our solo gameplay here of Defenders of the Wild. We're going to be the woodland creatures defending our forest habitat, our home, the mountains, the plains, the wetlands, and the forests from the terrible, terrible mechs and machines trying to spread their pollution throughout our forest. I'm going to go ahead and read about this page about what the Defenders of the Wild is all about, the story behind it. So if you don't want to sit and listen for that, go ahead and skip ahead. And another thing is, just in general, usually these go by slow when I'm thinking about my turn and stuff. Go ahead and turn it on times whatever speed, whatever you can handle, and watch it a little bit faster than my slow brain and talking, right? So let's go ahead and start. I'll go ahead and read, and we'll get right into this. For millennia, animals of the commonwood have weathered shifting alliances in the cycle of 100-year seasons, building their diverse societies on the true principles of the wild. Everything is connected, and nothing lasts forever. When Order flame readers predicted an especially long, brutal winter coming in just 25 years, however, some began to doubt the wisdom of relying on these ancient principles alone. Rumors say that a secret group of powerful animals began conspiring a few years ago in a hidden underground bunker to find a way to conquer the cycle of the seasons. There, they worked to fuse formidable technologies and perilous magic to develop a new source of endless warmth and power. A foolish quest to circumvent the wild that went terribly awry. The hubris of the failed experiment has indeed threatened to disrupt the cycle of the seasons, just not the ways the conspiring animals had hoped. Instead, machinations, their mechs or whatever, have unleashed an invasion of deadly machines possessed by corrupted magic, shattering the prosperous peace of autumn. Animals have survived disease, starvation, and infighting, but they've never faced an enemy like this. As this horrific mechanized army poured out of the smoldering remains of the secret bunker, the council guard bravely fought to contain their reach. But the guards' formations were no match for the machine's overwhelming firepower. This first battle quickly became a bloody disaster, leaving countless animals dead and wounded. Now, the machines are rampaging across the commonwood, intent on exploiting the warmth of the world and enclosing every habitat, town, and village in their path. Still, there are whispers of hope. Across the marshes, plains, mountains, and forests, scrappy crews of animals are rising up to resist the machine occupation, fighting back with their guerrilla tactics and clandestine sabotage, healing the wounded and doing the hard work of rewilding the reconstructing areas decimated by the war, calling themselves Defenders of the Wild. These partisans hail from all four animal factions, each determined to fight back in their own way: the Order with its wisdom of the flame, the Council with its fortitude of bread, the Sect with its ingenious inventions, and the Coven with its spells and I don't know that word, subterfuge? Can the Defenders band together to heal the land and outsmart a seemingly impossible enemy? Or will the commonwood succumb to an endless industrial winter? It's up to you and your comrades to decide. All right, so we have the Defenders' special abilities. There's 4 different Defenders: the Order, the Wild, the Coven, and the Sect. Today we're going to be playing the Coven and the Sect. And the Coven commander, this guy here, his name is Zyrin. And then we have the Sect commander, this bear, and his name is Guzper. I think is how it's pronounced, Guzper. So what we're doing here in this game is trying to defend the wild from these machines and pollution. These are the pollution tokens. They'll be spreading. Once we get 3, we will put one of these on there, which is a toxic site. If ever all the toxic sites are on the board, we lose. If ever all 5 of these, there's a stack here of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If ever all 5 of these are out and we have to put another one out, we lose. And the third way we lose is if 3 characters from the same, suit? From the same suit are dead. Or 2 characters from the same suit are dead. So we'll get 1 death. On the second one, we would lose. So technically, we can only get 3 deaths. And they have to be, or 4 deaths, and they have to be from the 4 different suits. Our goal is to get all our camps out and make sure that these tiles, which will spread out here as well, they're factories, we will rewild them into another factory, which will look like this. So we got to make sure all those, and if at any time, if all those are flipped over to the rewilded side, or if, or not or, but and we have put all our camps from both our characters out, we're done. If you ever put all your camps from one character out, that character is out of the game and you have the other one. There's a different solo way to play where you have 1 turn and you mix the cards and have 3, but I'm not doing that. I'm playing as if I'm 2 people. Each character comes with one of these tokens. So the blue suit will come with this token. It is a potion, and the other suit comes with rockets. And they start on the gray side, which means we don't have them yet. I'll show you what they do here. We're not playing with bread or maps because those are the other 2 factions, but we're going to play with rockets and potions. If we were to play with bread, we'd get +1 action. Maps, we would be able to move or regroup with no damage roll. And then our rockets are going to be able to destroy a mech or breach a wall with no damage roll. And potions remove 1 damage or clear pollution with no damage roll. And so whenever you take an action in a space, if you take an action in a space adjacent to these 2 guys up top are called snipers. So if you take a action there, they're going to attack you. If they roll this symbol, you take a hit. If they roll this one, which is the double or blank, you don't take a hit. But these guys, which are the mechs, if you're in their space and you take one of the actions and you roll this or this, you will take that many damage. You can only take 3 damage and you have 3 health here. These don't come with the game, but I'm going to be placing them on the cards to show which one of my characters is going to be taking an action. Then we would discard that character. You'll be able to draw new cards once you get your pawn cycled up on this board. If you ever get it here, you can't gain any more support, and you get support by doing different things on the board. So what we're trying to do is get it up to here. We would put this camp out. It has to be in our color or a wild color, and then we'd move this pawn back down and start over, and we'd be able to draw 4 cards. But for now, we can only draw that many cards. 3. Excuse me. All right, so these are for breaching the walls. We got the wall tiles here. These will be dropping walls. The machines. This determines which way they go, left or right, and it will be indicated on their side here. I could do this, but I don't think I will. I think I'll just do this. You'll understand that. Well, yeah, let's go ahead and do that. I think. Just for ease of play. We have our first player token here. We'll get to start with either there or there. I haven't decided yet who I want to start. I want to go over quickly our actions that we're able to take on our turn for both groups. These are the actions. We can either move, we can either build a camp, we can either heal, regroup, clear pollution, destroy a mech, breach a wall, rewild a factory. And you can see all 4 of those will gain a support. You can also team up. So if I wanted to team up, they could not team up, but they could. You can see that I have 2 of the same suit here. They're both the purple suit, the mountain suit. And if I wanted to team up, what I would do is, let's say I wanted to play this guy. I would also take this guy and put it under there. I would gain 1 extra action, but I'd have to discard both of these. I usually don't do that. I guess in an emergency situation, I would do it. Yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. So I got to do placement first. They have to be in their color on the edge of the board. So I'm going to put him up here because there's a pollution there. I'm going to put this guy. I could start him in the space, so I could just take that out and do some work over there. So I think that's what I'll do. So we start with a little hut in our space as well. All right. Let's see. So they have different abilities on the bottom. I think what we want to do is both of these. Usually you would do these in secret, but I'm only one person, so I'm not gonna, and it's hard enough as is for me because I'm not a great gamer. So I'm gonna indicate that I'm using these guys by putting that symbol on there. I'll go ahead and show you what they do. So we have this guy here, all players gain a potion, and we're gonna have them be the starting player. This will be on a reveal, all players gain a potion. So that's what we'll do right away. We just flip these over so now we can use them. And then this guy here, what he does, Rocky is his name, Rocky, the Rocketeer. When it's revealed, all players gain rockets. So those are pretty simple turns. So we're going to gain rockets and potions, which are healing and for attacking. Okay, let's have this guy go then. We would switch the marker when you play a card from your character, which will be indicated with a, on this character a Z, on that character a G in the corner. And you would just do it clockwise or counterclockwise. Because I don't remember, but in this game it won't matter because it'll just be back and forth. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so what we want to do for our first action is remove a pollution. This will gain us 1 support, and that's how that works. Simple as that. You don't have to roll for attack or anything. When it's one of those toxic sites, you automatically take a damage. And let's see. So we need to build up 2 more support. I think we're going to take that mech out there. So what we're going to do is do a movement action. Oh, I forgot to mention that your actions for your turn are right here. 2. So I can only do 2 actions this turn, which I already did 1, clearing pollution, and move. I already did 2. But I still have a token that I can use for free, which is take out a mech in your space. Or breach a wall. We'll take out this mech, so we don't roll for that. And then we move up another one. So there, we're already at 2, doing good. Now, what we do is we draw from the machine deck, and this is like the AI in between each of our turns. They'll all be different. Well, not all, but some are the same. But anyway, this is the factories one. If any habitat hexes are enclosed, build a factory. Now, we don't have to worry about that right now because they're not enclosed with walls. These guys will be laying them out. But it says, or factory spread pollution, and that's what we're going to do, spread pollution. I'll show you how that's done right here. There's little chutes marked. You can see on there, little chutes, and that's where the pollution will shoot off of. Pew, pew, pew. All right. That's it for, what's his name's turn? Zyron's turn. And now we're going to go with Gusper. Now he chose this card, so that gets discarded. This guy is going to go now. he gets 2 actions. So let's go ahead and take those 2 actions. I'm going to discard that so I don't forget. His first action, he's going to use a rocket in his space, so he doesn't have to roll for that. He removes one of those, moves up. And because of the card type he used, he's able to, instead of move 1, he could also go, so for example, let's see. If he had played, the bird here, had played this blue card with a blue symbol, the wetlands, he could travel through the wetlands like that. Freely and move right to there all the way through, as opposed to doing 1 space at a time, you know. And so you either have to start here and end outside a wetland, so like this. Well, he couldn't do that. But you know what I mean. He moves all the way through and then out 1, or he starts in here and moves out 1, or he starts and finishes in 1. I'll lay him back down. Anyway, so the bear has 2 actions. He hasn't used any of them yet. And he can move through these as 1 space. So he's going to move here, and then we're going to roll for this guy. First, we're going to take him out and gain a support. Then we roll to see if we got hit. That's a miss, thankfully, so we didn't get a damage. Otherwise, we would take one of these damage markers, and we would place it right here. Once we got 3, that character would have been dead. All right. Now, let's see. He's moved up 2. He's moved up 2. We're doing good, but let's see what we can do here. Here's reboot. First thing we need to do is toggle the machine's direction. That's this over here. So we're going to toggle this here. Now these machines are going to go the opposite direction, which is going to be left for both of them. And then if any habitat hexes are enclosed, build a factory. None are enclosed. Otherwise, factory spread pollution, which is not going to be good. 1, 2, 3. If they ever do that again, those are going to get toxic sites, so we better go there and deal with those. All right. This says all players may move through walls. This says the first player marker passes to the left. Destroy 1 mech in your location at a reveal. I think what we're going to do is play this one and then hopefully end in a mech zone so we can do the snake ability, which might be hard to get off right now because there are no mechs. Oh, there's this mech out here and these 2 over here, but he's so far away, what's the point? So we're going to do that one. And I guess we'll do this one. Alrighty. Although, if we do that one, we can just move through here easily. Let's do that. That's going to be beneficial. Now, they both played a Z and a G. So it's going to go back and forth. The first player token. The Z and G means their character-specific card, which swaps the first player token. Alright. So, it's still Zyron's turn and his faction. Upon reveal, all players may relocate to a hex adjacent to their location. Let's go here with the bear, with Guzper the bear, and then for him, I think what we want to do is go here because we want to take out this pollution. All right, so we got 3 actions. Our first action is going to be to move. Now, they're not going to shoot us because we moved into here. It's if we do an action in that space, which we're about to do. So we got to roll. Well, we could spend the potion, actually, to clear all the pollution. Which I think that's what we're going to do. We're just going to use that, clear the pollution. You don't roll damage dice when you roll for pollution. So he's done 1, 2. He has 1 more action he could do. I think we gotta move out of there. Oh, I forgot. He has to move this up. He can actually build a camp. So my support goes up when I take out that. My last action, I'm going to build a camp, which takes this, places it here. I move my pawn back down to the beginning. I draw up to 4 cards. So I got to draw 2 more. And then I have to roll the dice because these snipers are going to snipe me. It is nothing, which is super, super nice. And then we take the bad guy faction turn, because that's it for us. Engines advance twice. Okay, so that's the first thing. Engines advance twice. So it's going to go 1, 2, leaving behind it some walls. Same with this guy. 1, 2, leaving behind it some walls. Actually, no, he doesn't go that direction. Sorry. He goes left. So he goes 1, 2. Excuse me. Don't want to make a mistake like that. So this one's almost enclosed. So you're going to have to worry about that. Deploy reset engines from the highest numbered factory. So if any of these ever run into a wall, an outer side, or the factory, they get reset here and they get redeployed, and we'll go over that when that happens. So we're done with him. We can discard that. Next up, we have old Axel here. All players may move through walls, so we gotta remember that. I don't think we'll need to. We get 3 actions. Let's go move for 1 action. Clear with a potion for free, so we get to move up 1. We still have 2 actions. I think what we're gonna do is move, so we have to roll the damage die. They did shoot us, so we take 1 damage. And then for my last action, because that's full, I'm gonna make a what's it called? A camp. So we got our camp there with the bear. Is he hard to see? He looks hard to see on the on the map. If I would do this and have him stand up, it'd be even harder. Anyway, hopefully we can just remember, you guys can just remember where he's at. That is gone. And oh, we're supposed to drop to 4. So we draw 3 more. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Let's see here. We gotta reveal and do one of these. This is factories. Any habitat hexes that are enclosed, build a factory. They're not enclosed yet. This one looks like it's enclosed, but it's actually not because there's no wall there yet. Or factories spread pollution, so factories are going to spread pollution. There's only 1 factory, and this gets 3, this gets 1, and this gets 1. Good thing we cleared that off, but this turns into a toxic site. That's what the toxic symbol looks like. Toxic token. All right. Now next round. We got ambush, destroy a mech in your location. There's no mechs in our location. That's the same thing. The first player, I guess we're going to go with this one because the others are the mech, which isn't being very helpful right now. So we're going to go with this guy. And they're going to go with maybe this. It'll gain rockets and I'll be ready. There's not many mechs right now, but I think we'll do that. So put that on him here. Let's move him in here like so. So we know that's who we're going with. Alrighty. And here you go, the first player. Reveal, the first player marker passes to the left. So that's upon reveal, so he's going to go first instead. Gain rockets, that's just for him. And he gets to move 3, or do 3 actions, I mean. He gains 3 actions. So the bear is going to... and he can move through purple with one action. So let's just get over here to these mechs, or we can go there. I think we go to this mech. We take out the mech. So we're doing an action. It hits us. We take a damage. But we get a support. We've done 2 actions. I think what we do is move again. If you ever end your... oh, we didn't want to do that. We wanted to use the rocket. So that didn't count as an action. And then I could move there and take him out, but he'll come to us. So what we're going to do is move back, and for free, we get the rocket back when you end in your camp. Either by regrouping to your camp as an action, or moving to your camp, or spending an action in that camp. That's how you can get new ones. Or if I was in his camp, for example, over here at the birds camp, in one of his camps, I could get a potion by spending action or ending in their camp. So you can see you get a little bit more powerful as you go along, but so does the factory. It gets harder to deal with. All right. So we did 1, 2, 3, 1 move, free rocket, 2. So we still have 1 action, technically. So for our last action, we can't get there. Let's see here. I guess we'll just go take care of some pollution, right? So let's move into this spot. Okie day. Okie dokie day. So we would have moved that one up 1 as well, right? No, just the 1. Okay. Then we do the factory. Or the AI cards. We're doing mechs, and each engine deploys a hunter, and then hunters pursue the active player. So each engine's going to shoot out a hunter, boom, here, and this guy's going to go here, but he can't, so he'd shoot it out to the next, to the right of him, or no, to the left of him, so it's right here in this zone. And hunters pursue the active player, that is still the bear. Okay, they stay put if they can't reach him within 2. They can't. But if they can't do that, they'll advance towards the other one's 1 space if they can, and he can. I'm pretty sure he can go through this mech thing. Not mech, but machine. I forget what it's called. Factory? No. Engine. It's called an engine. Okay. That's it for them. The Zyron's faction's turn. The bird. He's got 4 actions according to his card here. So for our first action, I think what we want to do. See, that snake would have came in handy with destroy 1 mech in your location, but we didn't play him. But that's okay. I think we just want to... Well, I don't have any damage, so what we're going to do first... is try to take out this mech. So we got to roll for it. We do get hit with 1. But he goes bye-bye. We get a point for that. Then we're going to go ahead and try to clear this pollution. We got nothing. So we clear the pollution for free. We had to roll because, and move that up 1, because the snipers are still there. So we've done 2 actions. We could do a 3rd action here. For our 3rd action, we're going to move here, which gains us a potion, which we're going to spend right away to get rid of this damage. We did a movement action in this space, though, so we do have to roll that. And they did hit us, so we actually keep a damage, but at least we healed 1. And then we're going to move again. Yeah, the camera cut out, but what we're gonna do is we moved here. I can't remember what happened exactly, but then we moved here. We got rid of those things. We moved up. We're ready. The mechs are what is going next. Each engine deploys a hunter. We did that here and here, right in front of them. And then hunters pursue the active player 2 habitat hexes and others 1. So he's going to go 1, 2, 1, 2. And then he can't pursue 1 that way. None of the other ones can pursue like those 2 just did. So we're going to shuffle these back up. And it is going to be Gusper's turn. Gooseper. Okay. For Gooseper, he's got 4 actions. So for that action, he's going to go 1. He did a move. So we got to roll this sucker. It is a double, but when it's a sniper, that does not count as a hit. It's only adjacent. Then we're going to remove this. We automatically take a damage, which is going to be dangerous for us. Because if we automatically take a damage, we will die if we roll one of those symbols. This blue guy will die. That's it, he died. So what we do when somebody dies is we take their corresponding token, place it on the card, place it up here. If we ever have a blue person die again, we lose the game. So he's done what? 1, 2 actions. 1, 2. Oh, we remove all these when somebody dies too. So we're gonna go 3, moving out. We have to roll again. It's a double, so it misses. And then there, we're gonna take out this guy for free with our rocket. And so we don't roll for that. So that gets us another support. And that was a free action. So we've done, let's see. We moved. How many actions do we get? 4. Okay, so we have 1 more action, which is gonna be remove this. Move that up there. We're ready to make a camp. So we need to make sure that we move to somewhere with a camp. And you can't build a camp unless everything's off of there, by the way. Okay. Let's see here. He needs to build a camp as well. But he can't unless he moves out of there, which he gets shot at. But I think that'll be fine. Might take a damage though. But we get to destroy a mech in your location for free on that card. And that's the card we have to play right now because it's our only one. Or we can pull from the top of the deck. But probably don't want to do that. So we gotta reveal this because it was the end of their turn. Right? Yeah. And he went second. Okay. Engines advance twice. So they're gonna go this way. 1, 2. So it's gonna leave this surrounded. 1 and leave that surrounded. So we have 2 surrounded locations. Now what we're gonna do is advance engines advance twice, deploy, reset engines from the highest numbered factory. So that'll be here, can't go there, can't go there, can't go there, can go here, and can go here. So we'll put them there and there. All right. So it has to go with him. All players may move through walls, that could be handy. We'll do this one. So what's going to happen is, first this moves over. After it'll move back to here again. So what we're going to do, this is destroy 1 mech in your location. Then we're going to take an action. We can't roll the double or we lose the game. I don't think we want to take that risk. Because if we have 2 blue, we roll. But what else can we do? We don't have rockets. We can't heal right now. We can't get to anywhere. I think we literally have to do that for our 3 actions. That is not good. What else do we have? We have regroup to our camp. But that'd be leaving our space, doing an action in our space. Okay, this could be a really short playthrough if I roll this side or this side of the dice. So let's hope for the best. Can you believe it? That's it. Our second character died. We barely made it anyways in the game, but I had no other option. I couldn't have done anything else. I had to get out of there, and it gives me 2 damage dealing the second one, killing our second supporter of the same token faction. Anyway, that's the playthrough. What would have happened, if you're curious, is when these will turn into mechs, and they'll get placed here eventually, and we got to take those and rewild them, which means flip them over. They still have walls, but they don't deploy pollution. They're the rewilded sides. And our goal eventually would be to get all our camps. We were doing really good, but I don't think I could have done anything about that out there. Anyway, let me know in the comments what I should have done better. And if you'd like to see more gameplay of this.